Hello and welcome to the March update from Pennyhill Junction. Now I'd just like to start by saying a huge thank you to Des from DJ Model Railway. It's thanks to Des that I now have a fantastic new intro and outro for all my videos, and I'm sure you'll agree, a fantastic job Des has done for me. If you'd like to check out Des's YouTube channel yourself, put a link at the top of the screen now for DJ Model Railway. The DJ Model Railway layout is still in its early stages, but already you can see clearly that this has the potential to be an extremely advanced DCC layout with huge potential. So I'm very much looking forward to continuing to follow Des and his father's progress as they continue to work on the layout. Now the first thing you may notice as I look over Old Dean Common Depot is that things appear a lot brighter than they have done in any of my previous videos. And that's because finally, after several months of saying I'm going to get it done, I finally managed to get my father-in-law to come in and fit the electrics and get my first fluorescent tube installed over the layout. And as mentioned previously, the plan is to have 2 more of those tubes, one either side, one in the roof beam there and on the other side up there. At the moment I'm still using the floodlight to keep this end of the layout lit up, as the center light, even though it provides great light coverage, as you can see, in particularly over the depot there, unfortunately it doesn't spread to the ends. But once I get 2 other fluorescent tube fixings in place and get those wired up, we should have a fairly nice even spread of bright light across the layout, and I'm sure will now make for some much better update videos and running sessions. So in last month's update you may recall that I had cut the MDF, 18mm MDF for my platforms, and you can see these 2 islands have now been primed using some grey paint. And if I drop back, you'll see that platform 1 and the station concourse now has a platform surface. And it's really coming along nicely. Unfortunately I've run out of the scale model scenery platform sheets, texture sheets, so I need to finish off the station concourse area here. Even though there are some slight gaps, and you can see obviously the lines between the sheets, most of this will be covered by the station building. But also one thing I'm planning to do here, there'll be some security fencing coming part way, and obviously gates to enter the platform. But I'll be also looking to add some drainage channels, again just coming down these gaps here, just to hide that separation. So the plan now over the next month or so will be obviously to continue this onto the other platforms, and then once that's sorted I should hopefully be in position then to to lay the ballast right through the station area. For those of you that are interested in knowing how I did my first platform, if you click on the link up at the top of the screen, I've recently released a how I do video which explains exactly how I constructed this first platform for Pennyhill Junction Station. Also in last month's update, I was just getting a feel for what the elevated section will look like running along the back of the station. Also to gauge the height of the track surface itself, and obviously the distance from a loco or a Mark III coach which I had up there, the distance from the roof of the coach, so obviously the insulated foil which comes across at a slight angle. So in last month's video I was able to gauge that I had plenty of distance and the measurements were exactly what I wanted. And as you can see now, if I scroll round to the right, I have my first corner section in place. Not permanently fixed in place because obviously got Backscene still to put there along the side. And excuse the mess on the top, that's obviously from the work I've been doing on the platform surface. So you'll be able to see now that these two lines, two express lines, will come right across this section here, which I'm planning to have almost like a cutting, so it'll be a raised scenic area on either side and hopefully transition nicely into the Hills and Dales back scene, and then perhaps some stone tunnel portals at either side, or maybe a girder on the station side before the track continues running along the outside edge of the layout. So now switching to the opposite end of the layout, you'll see the backboards on the sides are in place, obviously not fixed firmly in place, they're held loose. Obviously this one is being supported by the section of elevated board there, but you'll see that in terms of cutting the baseboard, the Backscene board, I've completed that one side there behind the station, and you should see at this end where we have the wall, I've got some timber just screwed into the wall, and you'll notice there I've got some Velcro. So these are the next Backscene boards that will go back in, they'll be installed shortly, and you can see I have the Velcro on the other side. Now I did try earlier on today to test the Velcro to see how secure it was. The Velcro I'm using is this one, so it's the heavy duty stick-on Velcro, and they're not wrong when they call it heavy duty, because even though say these are drilled secure, or were drilled securely into the wall, when I tried to remove the Backscene from those bits of wood and timber, it pulled them straight out of the wall. So I think that once I have the Backscenes on the board and secured in place, they won't be coming out unless they really have to. So continuing round, say it's the same right across this end wall. As you can see again, just left loose, more side Backscenes boards in place. So hopefully by this time next month I should have all the Backscene boards in place, as well as the Backscenes themselves applied to the board. Okay, so in terms of a layout update, that's it for this month. Very pleased with the progression. some of which was halted due to some of the weather we've had recently. The snow and the cold has prevented me from both coming in the loft, where it's been extremely cold at times, but also obviously going outside and doing some of the necessary woodwork. I've also managed to avoid any expensive purchases this month. Obviously my last purchase was the GWR Class 800. But the one thing I have purchased this month, other than sort of scenic items, etc., and materials for the back scenes, is this. It's a TTS digital sound decoder for a Class 37. So I don't have it installed just yet. The reason being is it's going to be going into a 21-pin Bachmann model, and I'm just waiting for a 8 to 21-pin adapter to come into stock before I order that in, and then can have this installed into my one Class 37, which is this one, Class 37 405, in a Direct Rail Services Compass livery. So fingers crossed, that adapter will come in stock shortly. So when you join me for next month's update, I'll have my very first sound loco on Pennyhill Junction, and to have it as a Class 37, I think will be a pretty nice start. Okay, so that's all for this month. Thank you again for watching. I'll leave you now with a few running shots, hopefully with improved quality as a result of the improved lighting in the loft. So until next time, bye for now.